Hey, Shar.
Hey, Reg.
And welcome back to Underqualified.
A podcast where we talk about shit we're not qualified to talk about.
And welcome to the next segment of the mini-series that we're calling There Are Strangers in Our Studio. And again, this is not a stranger. This is a very good friend. Welcome, Nicole Castañeda.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Thanks.
Right?
And fun fact, Nicole manifested being on a podcast this year.
Did.
So look at us.
And we didn't even know that.
Yeah, we're making manifestations come true.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes. Oh, no. Look at my elbow.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There we go. It's a lot harder than it should have been.
Yeah, no.
It's
Anyways.
okay. Anyway.
Thank
Hi,
you for
Nicole.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
You look so cute in your little fit. I was thinking
Yeah.
about wearing a skirt today, but I couldn't find an outfit. My closet's a mess.
I'd be like that.
Yeah.
My closet's on my bed right now.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find this sweater.
Same.
Yeah, I was hunting it down.
You had to find
Looks
it
cute.
especially for this occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So Nicole is in the fashion industry.
Yes.
Still a student right now, but we're graduating soon as
Mm-hmm.
Nicole. Just Nicole. Graduating is just Nicole. Yeah. So why don't you tell us about your senior project that you're working on?
So my senior project, I came up with the idea around probably like August or September. I spent all of COVID at home in Miami. So I felt very isolated from like the rest of you, from everyone. But I think I like found out a lot of like things about myself. So when I came back to Philly, I kind of wanted to do a project. I usually base them off like kind of like a story, but I use the images as inspiration. But this time I wanted to focus more on like a feeling or like an emotion and how like clothing can spark something inside of people. Like, so I decided to kind of go back to when our minds were like the purest. And like I went back to when I was very young, kind of like all these things like blew my mind and made me feel very excited, even though they were simple. Like, I don't know, like maybe like a cool painting by an artist or music. My dad was really big on music, so I kind of went back to that too. And I came up with like shapes for dresses that don't really make sense, but when you look at it, like everyone gives me a different like opinion on it. They're kind of like, oh my God, that looks like a mushroom, or that looks like a fish, or whatever. And I think that's kind of like the innocent side of you, kind of bringing that back in. Like, you don't really think about it as a specific thing, but more as kind of like, I don't know, just like whatever your mind wants to think about it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so cute. I really like that.
Yeah. So you said it's a collection of gowns, right?
Yeah.
And you're making like everything by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How many gowns are there?
It's 3. They limited.
Okay, good.
They told us this year, like, let's
So
only focus on 3. Yeah, it was, I mean, I don't know. It didn't feel stressful. It kind of
good.
felt like, okay, I'm making something that means something to me. And clearly it's like sparking something in other people, especially adults, like professors. I guess
Good.
the older you are, the more nostalgic you feel, and the more you want to spark that innocence in you. So I think it was like very motivating the whole time. Like, okay, I'm going to create something that's more than just like a cute dress that you can wear like with your friends. It's kind of like something that isn't really a trend. It's more of, I guess, like an art piece.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, people are always going to be interested in that silhouette because it's not specific, I guess.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
definitely,
that
definitely.
totally makes sense. Yeah.
I was wondering like what the whole process of it was for you, like when you were creating, like what was the ideas that came into your mind other than just like obviously like wanting to spark that like creativity in people, but
Yeah.
I want to like what was your mindset going into like physically putting it together?
I felt nostalgic the whole process. I feel like when we were young, we were so confident. We didn't like care. Like I used to walk out in like crazy costumes at like age 6.
Wait, yeah. Did you guys have the like Disney like chest with this
with the plastic
with
heels
yes!
and all the feathers? Exactly.
There was feathers
I
all
didn't have
over
this,
my house.
but my neighbor did, and I would
Yes,
go over
and it
and
was
we'd
like,
all dress
they
up.
had like a little like shelf for all the like plastic heels.
Yeah.
those
The
were
plastic
so
shoes.
those were
Exactly.
So, uncomfortable,
So
but I
that's
loved
like the
them.
excitement I wanted to create.
I walked out of the house with that stuff on. They couldn't get me out of it.
Yeah, so it's like I kind of felt nostalgic the whole way. Like, oh, I wish I wish I was like still this like confident little kid that did whatever she wanted and like wasn't scared or overthinking.
Yeah.
So I made like I kind of like turned around ideas. So I made for like one of the dresses like ankle scrunchies. So it's literally like really big puffy scrunchies, and you wear them on your feet.
That's
like,
really cute.
It's really funny. It's like weird. You look like kind of like a clown. And then I made like, I don't know if you guys saw Maya posted like the ear cuffs.
No,
so if you wear,
is
like,
that what that was?
Yeah. So
Cool.
if you wear
Cute.
for one of the dresses, the girl's gonna wear like 2 of them. So she kind of looks like an elf.
Okay.
Kind of. I don't know. It's like really weird stuff. Like your brain just like, it's like an abstract painting. Your brain just kind of looks at what it wants to look at.
Yeah. So you didn't like, are they done or are you still working on them?
So Monday we have like a final fitting with like the official models.
Oh my God, that's tomorrow? No, 2 days from now.
Oh, okay.
Don't give her a heart attack. Damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, you freaked me out there for a second. But yeah, and then our fashion show's June 4th.
It's a fashion show?
Yeah. Oh, you guys can go.
Oh my God,
Wait, I kind of
please.
do want to go because I haven't.
Well,
been.
Richard might model in it.
Oh,
Shut
I'm
no.
pretty sure he's gonna model in it.
Wait, I
have
did
to.
see on your story the your headshot was like stretched out super long.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, what am I
Yeah.
looking at? And I just realized that's Richard's fucking forehead.
No, the hair was like super
It
long.
was. You guys should put that in that clip
June
in the
4th.
podcast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
okay. Well,
It was
Richard,
funny.
you can send that to me. I'll put it in.
Yeah, and then he's also for my fashion show. He made the song, which is
Oh my
God,
You're just
wow.
too sweet, Richard.
it's very cool. We did like he created like this whole like cool like sound. It kind of like it sounds nostalgic, but then
Nice.
we like asked different people to send voice messages talking about their innocence.
Oh my God, stop.
Yeah, it's really nice.
cute.
So they're gonna walk down with that, and they're pretty much close friends. I think I don't know if we got like a parent in there too. I think
Oh,
we asked
wow.
a parent to send some voice messages, and she felt like very sad through it, but not in a bad way. Like you feel nostalgic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a very happy part of life.
Yeah, I think
So-
that's like a really I don't know. I feel like this is a really good like subject matter, especially as we're graduating college, because it kind of feels like we're closing this chapter of our lives and moving on,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, around any type of like I guess life mark, you always look back,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I'm gonna miss this. So
Aw.
it
Yeah, you
feels
really
it's
do.
appropriate. I feel that. You're doing this about like nostalgia and like innocence and stuff, because now we have to be adults and go into the world and be people. And
I think that's
you know.
why another reason why it came up. I kept like thinking like, okay, what's gonna happen after school? Like obviously we all have like those dreams that are kind of like I guess like childish, but not childish. They're just like hard to reach right after school. So you kind of freak out. You're like, oh, am I just gonna do a boring job, or am I gonna do this or that? And then like, well, when I was a kid, I was like, no, I'm going to be the biggest designer. And it's like, why don't we feel that way still? Like, why does that kind of vanish a little? But I'm hoping it'll come back and stay. So June 4th, you guys can get tickets. Will this come out before June 4th?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys can get tickets. The prices are a little wacky, but for students, it's pretty good. So
Oh,
if you're a
that's
student, get a ticket. It's like $20.
So what's
Okay.
that production of that show going to be like? Is it like going to be just you, or is it going to be like...
No, so it's lucky. Like Drexel's really nice because they let every student show their work. Other schools, you have to like get picked. So
Oh,
not
no.
everyone. Yeah,
Weird.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because most of my friends from other schools aren't going to show their stuff at a
Oh,
fashion
that's
show,
sad. Even if they're seniors.
even if they're seniors.
Wow, that's.
But
shitty.
Drexel was like, everyone shows work, so we're all showing.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then we're also showing extra pieces. Like we had a lingerie class, so I'm showing pieces for lingerie. And then like evening wear, my dress is going to be shown in that too. So
So how many pieces is everyone showing? Because if everyone's going,
very long show.
I was gonna say.
Because even grad students are in it.
Oh wow.
That just sounds so fun, though.
Wait,
It
so how
is.
many pieces are you showing?
I'm showing a
specifically?
total of like 6.
That's
yeah, I'm showing
That's a good
cool.
amount. So then
Yeah.
like that times however many students.
Yeah, I think
Oh, there's not that many students.
I
in
think
her
it's an hour and a
program.
half.
Okay,
But the
that's not
show
bad.
is more of like a celebration for us. I
Yeah.
think as seniors we got really close in my fashion class, especially
good.
after we did it like the London trip.
Yeah,
a lot of us got
I
really
saw
close.
That looked so
Wait, talk
fun.
about that. How was
So-
the London trip?
It was supposed to be a 3-month trip, but obviously with
Oh,
COVID,
okay.
it got moved 3 times.
I don't know.
And then they felt really bad for us, so they were like, "We'll give you spring break."
Aw.
And I was
so
like,
sad.
"Sure." So we went with this professor named Jackie. She's like amazing, most talented person ever. But it was just it wasn't like spring break. Like it was literally so much work every day. We were so tired. We would go to sleep like at 9. Like we couldn't go anywhere. We were so drained.
Damn.
But London is amazing. Everyone should go.
Like,
Would you go back?
Want to go?
Oh, I would. I could move if I could move there. I would move. But their like subway system is amazing.
Isn't it clean? I heard it's clean.
It's like
Probably doesn't smell like piss.
no
rats.
and it takes you everywhere. The maps are like so easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hate.
Wow, New York could never. Philly could never.
No, like the New York system, like the subway system is obviously better than Philly, but wow, the tube is like light years ahead.
Wow.
Even the shape is a little
What are
too.
What are we missing? They're like just across the pond. Like, why can't we get
Where
with it?
do we start?
I have no clue.
That's a
actually.
loaded question.
Yeah, and it's such a clean city too. Like, I mean, obviously there's like areas that are like dirtier,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No,
Wow.
that
I'd
sounds
love
so
to
fun.
go.
Yeah,
and the
me too.
food, the cheese, the tomatoes, best tomatoes.
Stop.
I'm not even lying. The tomatoes are amazing.
Yeah, I bet like the produce is really nice.
I've
Yes.
never been to anywhere in Europe, and I really want to go. Yeah,
I've been to Italy. I want to go back as an adult.
I want to go.
The food there is
now.
amazing.
I could only imagine. I'm learning Italian on Duolingo,
Oh my
so
god.
that I can order food in Italy when I go.
Oh,
without
you
help.
and Margaret can
I
bond
love
about
that.
Yeah,
Duolingo.
we have actually. And I got Matthew on. I know Richard's on that Duolingo wave.
Oh, should I get on
Yeah,
it?
get
Okay,
on
Okay,
it.
if you get on it, I'll get on it.
Okay.
But not Are you gonna do Italian?
I don't know.
There's so
Oh,
many
I bet-
options.
So
So yeah,
I don't know.
that sounds really exciting.
You should give me Spanish lessons. I've always wanted to learn
yes,
Spanish.
true. You think I don't know. I just can't.
I can
with
pronounce your
Spanish.
last name and that's it.
You did it pretty well.
Thanks.
Really good job.
I don't
I
even
had
think
to,
I
had
could do
to
that.
do right by you.
Yes, there's an onion
Yeah.
in there. I think
Yeah,
right.
Can't be
Yeah.
disrespectful. Not in this house.
So
Right.
yeah, is there anything else you're working on personally? Maybe
Yeah, I'm currently working on like a knitting project. We have like this huge knitting machine in the
that
studio.
is so fun.
Oh, I think I've seen new post videos about that on your story.
Yeah, so that professor we went to London with, Jackie, she's like, I'm doing an independent study because I already like ran out of like times I can take the class. I think it's like max 3. And so this is like my 4th time taking it. And she told me to like come up with a concept for something. So I came up with like kind of, so then basically the knits are like very loose, right? You saw them, they're kind of like soft open.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 layers that are going to be in total. Like it's a dress, a sweater, and a hat. And basically each knit gets looser and looser. And the idea is like, it's supposed to represent like when you start trusting someone, kind of like how closed off you are. And
my
each layer,
God.
like the
I'm
outer
being
layer
blown away. I am
starts
being blown
opening.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean I can only speak for myself. I don't really think of fashion as like, I don't know, like telling a story or whatever, but this is completely opening like a new side
Yeah.
of like my
Well,
mind.
I feel like it helps me stay away from creating something that looks like a trend or looks like it's overdone. So I feel like that's why sometimes people think my stuff is like weird, but it's just like, if you tell a story that it kind of ties into the whole sustainable idea. When you tell your like consumer, like, okay, this represents like whatever, trusting someone and like going through that process of opening up. But when people hear that, they're going to want to buy that piece because of an emotional reason. And they're going to keep that piece forever. They're not going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't let this go. Like this means something that I connect to.
Yeah.
So that comes back to the sustainable part of it. Like sustainability isn't only like what you use, but also like why you make something.
Yeah.
And I think if you connect, it helps.
Yeah, and we were talking about this, I think, the other day or yesterday in some of the other episodes about how, like, I feel like our generation really cares about authenticity and being genuine and like, actually caring about the quality of, like, whatever project or product that we're working on. And, like, it transcends, like, not just music, but, like, also, like, fashion and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited for
So do you like knit
us.
and crochet and stuff like with the needles?
So there's like a funny story. So we went to Philly AIDS, Richard and I, like a couple weeks
I love
ago.
Philly AIDS.
Yeah, Philly AIDS is really good. But
Philly AIDS Thrift, for anyone who doesn't
Yeah.
know what that is.
Philly-
It's a thrift
Imagine
store.
just like the AIDS that's going on in Philadelphia.
Oh my God, no. No, Philly AIDS Thrift Store. It's really
yeah,
cute.
it's a really cool thrift store. They
Yeah.
have like
I
a
have
lot
the
of
tote
stuff.
bag. You can get like 15% off if you bring the tote bag.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, wait. What?
If you buy the tote bag,
Oh,
the Philly
yeah,
AIDS
yeah,
Thrift
yeah.
tote bag, it says bring this and you get 15%
Oh.
off your whatever you buy.
That's pretty smart.
So,
Yeah.
But we went to Philly AIDS and he like saw a telescope and he got really excited about the telescope.
You saw a telescope? Did you buy it? No. Useless.
But right next to the telescope was this like knitting machine, like one of the old ones.
oh my God.
And basically it's like it says it's a knitting machine, but you really have to like go like this. It's like my
It's a
muscles
workout.
growing, yeah. But they're usually like they don't make them anymore, so they're around $600-$700. Philly AIDS had it for $40,
Wow.
and I bought it for $40.
As you should have.
and I'm making a sweater right now.
Wait, that's so exciting.
I want to start
so
selling
exciting.
sweaters.
Oh my
so-
God.
I was gonna
Maybe
say,
I'll buy one.
if you know how to do like crocheting and stuff, you need to teach me more because I know
Yeah,
how
what
to do
happened to
like
your crocheting
2
era?
or 3 stitches that I've been doing over
Yeah.
and over again, and I want to learn more. But
Yeah, I know how to knit by hand, but
not
crochet.
crochet.
Yeah.
Is it hard? I've never even
don't
knitted
know.
before, so
Knitting's
I don't know the
pretty
difference.
easy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I
Do you do it?
well, I've done it,
Oh,
and
okay.
it felt easy when I did it. I don't know much
It
about
really
crocheting.
relaxes your brain.
It
Yeah.
does.
Kind of like,
It's more just like the rhythmic like pattern and
Yeah.
just the repetition.
But for crocheting, I do it I'm left-handed. So like this part though, like this part of my thumb always gets so cramped for some
Oh,
reason.
my hands are so messed up.
Like
like
arthritis.
yes, I tell people all the time, like my arthritis is flaring up, and they're like, "How old are you?" I'm
Oh
like,
God, my hands.
yeah, my hands are in so much pain all the time, but it's okay, it's worth it. My eyesight too, like,
Oh, yeah.
if I'm walking down the street, well, you told me once you were like, I saw you walking down the street and you had like a bitch face on, but it's not that. It's just
No, but
I can't
me.
see, so I'm just like, okay, don't wave at anyone, don't look at anyone,
Okay, no, same.
because I
Felt
can't
that.
see any. I don't see faces.
I'm also
Yeah.
for me, I'm so short, so like my line of vision isn't anyone's head. So unless you're like super far away from me, I'm not knowing it's you.
yeah.
The other day I was walking and I had like my music in my ears and I was just like looking down like as I was walking, and out of the corner of my eye I just see my friends like trying to get my attention. They were like crouching down like to get in my vision. I'm like, oh hey.
Yeah, every time I run into Justin, he always says, "Why do you look so angry?" And I'm like,
He
I
was
just can't
that.
see. Yeah.
And I bet like hunching over the sewing machine also.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
yeah. It's okay.
Well, I think we're just about out of time. So thank you so much, Nicole, for
Thank you
coming
for coming
on.
on.
It
Thank
was
Thank you
so
for
nice
having me.
you. Yes.
Thank you for completing the manifestation.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so welcome.
And thank you, everyone who has been watching or listening to the series so far. Hope it's been exciting. And we'll see you in the next one.
More to come as always.
Bye.
See ya.